my name is Gilberto Silva. I'm from Mexico. I work for Amazon as a technical program manager, and I have been here in Seattle for the last 2 years.
Okay, perfect. Cool. And how did you hear about us?
Oh, actually, I was in TikTok. So TikTok's feed is pretty great. The recommendations. I was like just listening to tips about how to date and how to improve your dating profiles, everything. And suddenly, David Meessen, and it was pretty great. So you were giving some tips, some useful tips, and I liked them very much. And I just said, I'm gonna follow him. And I started following you, and that's how I got to you, man.
Awesome.
TikTok.
That's cool. And why did you decide to contact me?
That's a great question. That's the question of the year. So it was January 1st. And I was saying like I really need to change something for this year. So on January 4th, I was watching another video and you always put like the, hey, free coaching call. And I said like, why not? I really need a change. And I say I don't lose anything with a call. So I applied for the call and I was very curious. And you were giving some execution tips. So you gave me, I trusted that you were going to be a good coach. I didn't know you were going to become a coach. I was just curious about it. But it was pretty great.
Yeah, awesome. And did you have any doubts before deciding to do the coaching? Was there anything like that going on?
Yeah, like you are always hesitant. Like obviously there was some skepticism, and I said like, will it work? Will it work? Will it really work? That's the main question. And I said like, if I don't give it a try, I will not know if it works or not. And at some point, I'm everything about execution, right? I'm a technical program manager. I execute programs. So everything for me is execution. And I said like, I need to take some action. Otherwise, things will not change. So I believe having someone that's guiding you in the process, that's the valuable, that's the key. So there was the skepticism, but I knew I needed someone. And I know I needed someone or something more, someone to put you pressure on, like, so.
Yeah. And what did your dating or your relationship life look like before starting?
So before, like 2020 was just one relationship, and I believe it was really toxic. So I've never dated anyone from like in the US, like American girl. I was just dating Mexican girls previously. So I didn't know if it was going to be possible. At some point, I believe like my previous relationship, I was just sticking into it because I said like, I'm not gonna get anyone else. So basically one.
Okay. And then now what week are we in?
Week 6, something like that.
Week 6 or something. Okay. So what has happened since?
Oh man. So it was pretty great because at the beginning you said like, okay, let's, you have like this structure and everything. So I have my objectives, and my objectives, I believe now that I see them back, were pretty naive. Like I just wanted an international date. That's what I wanted. Like I really want to go with someone that's not Mexican.
Yeah.
and I wanted 10 first dates. Those were my 2 main objectives. And then I know I couldn't like you will improve. So just the second week, I believe, I had my first international date. Currently, I've been dating this girl 5 times. And yesterday I had 3 dates in the same day. So I have been dating like it's been great. It's been great. Like finally I can just schedule a date and go to a date and have a great time. That never happened to me before. So pretty exciting. Man.
Yeah. What changed?
Oh yeah. So I really believe like 2 main things. The first one is confidence. You really make us like change that mindset. Like we really have offer to value, and that's something pretty awesome. And the second one is like the execution part, like texting for example, in the dating apps or in WhatsApp or via text. It's just simple. It doesn't have to be too much. Like the beginning I was writing like these big paragraphs, and they were not working. So like just simple tips about execution, just write simple, and how to get to a date like very easily. Like it's, I think those were the two main things, like the confidence part and the execution side.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
And is there any lesson in particular, any idea that stuck out to you so far? Anything that you particularly remember? Any learning?
Yes, man. Yes. So, so we were discussing about this date, and I was, I mean, I like a lot, like receiving feedback. So you told me about like you need to stick to a frame, right? And I said like, yeah, like I was nervous and I was joking about when I didn't need to make any jokes. And that really worked. So that is one thing, and it was recent, but from the beginning you told me like, man, you have too much to offer, and like the confidence part, like I believe right now I have like big momentum, like from the beginning of the day, just meditating, exercise, then knowing that I'm doing like good in dating, and that's fucking awesome. Like I feel really great about it, and the momentum is like even at work, I'm doing great at work. So I feel like the momentum I'm having is great.
Awesome, man. Cool.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the financial investment?
Oh, that was an interesting part. Like at the beginning, I said like, I don't know. Like at the beginning, you're never expecting to make some investment, unexpected investment, right? And at some point, you did ask like, what is the price that you make to have the right partner? And I said like, shit, I will basically like, I haven't thought about it, but yeah, I can give, like I can invest in myself. I've never invested in myself before, so it was something I was not expecting to invest in, but I'm happy I did it.
Okay.
Really happy.
Awesome. Happy to hear that. What do you think of so far being in week 6? What do you think of the structure, the process, and the support that you're receiving?
It's transformational. I really like the structure because you go like from less to more, you know, like you start with little tips like, okay, we need to increase your confidence, right? And you start with that, and you start like making this introspection about yourself, and you say like, I have a lot to offer, and then like the structure that okay, then now we're gonna go into dating profile apps, and yeah, like it improved. Like before, I was not having any matches, or I was not like having increased conversations. Like they were really short, and I showed to you, and you told me, oh, you screwed this over, and and you gave me good feedback, and I really appreciate the feedback. I really appreciate the feedback, and yeah, like from there, like even experiences on dating experiences, I can come to you even in WhatsApp, like, hey man, I received this text. What do I need to tell to her? Like, I was really worried about this girl that was asking me out again, and I didn't want to. And you told me like, don't worry, man. Send this text. Be very respectful. And it was pretty great because I was really concerned about it. You know, like never.
Interesting problem to have, right? Going from oh shit, no dates to oh now how do I tell her that I don't want to keep seeing her? How do I friend zone her? You know?
Yeah, man. Like, but it was. Yeah, like at the end, everything turned out great. She accepted and she said, okay, thank you for your honesty. And that was it. Like, I really feel like this really, yeah.
Well, yeah, because you didn't tell me about how she responded, but she was like, yeah, cool, all good, yeah.
And now that I'm starting like dating more, you actually are giving me good tips about like how to, how to be better at dates, like establish intent, establish like I'm sometimes I think I'm just listening, I'm very kind, and I have a good time, but there's sometimes that you need to establish intent, and that is fucking great. That is fucking great how you establish like I don't know if I'm cursing a little bit, but
That's fine.
apologies. But on the execution side, they're really, really, really good tips. They're really good tips.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you recommend the coaching program? And if so, who would you recommend it to?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Like at some point, you need to be ready if you want to change. That comes first. Like if you want to change, then you are ready for this coaching program. But if you're still hesitant and you don't know that you need to change, then I will not recommend. Like I would recommend. Like, I have a friend in mind, but he's not ready yet. But I will tell him like it will really improve his life. I believe.
Awesome. What kind of men would you not recommend it to?
That's an interesting question.
Who do you think, now that you've experienced it, all of this, the group calls and all of that, what kind of a man, what kind of a person would you not recommend this coaching program for?
So I believe like the ones that are just in the comfort zone and they don't want to grow, like even if they are at their jobs, like doing great and they don't want to go up, they don't have any ambition, I will not recommend the coaching program for them.
Yeah.
So you need to have some ambition. You need to have some ambition. You need to want to improve yourself. If you don't want like that, then okay, it's fine. Then your life, you're happy with. I don't know if it will be miserable, but you're happy with your life, and that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Any final thoughts? Anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah. Like I would really, really, I'm really grateful with you. At the beginning of the program, I told you like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like I was really nervous. Like, okay, I'm doing this because I think I can change, and now I know that I'm changing, and that I have great momentum and everything. So I really appreciate everything you have said to me. I really appreciate all the lessons, and it's been great. Like I really know that if I have an issue or I need some help with something, I can just message you or on our one-on-ones. Even the group calls are pretty fucking great. So I'm really happy, man. I'm really happy. It's a process, and I believe like it's doing good on me. So I'm happy for it, and I'm really grateful with you.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man.